All right, namaste, party people in a place to be. M Wanderer here, and I've been trying to go live on my platforms to send this video, but unfortunately the network was not cooperating. So I am just gonna make a video and then I'm gonna post it afterwards. But I don't want to get distracted or lose track of what I want to say. So here's what I want to say: is to keep the faith. And that means whatever faith whatever thing you are pursuing right now. For example, all right, my message is this: keep the faith. And this is to the people who are actually putting in work and doing the necessary things that has to be done in order for them to achieve what they want. Like for me, it's so worth it for me to have a free life, to just really operate from a space that I can be creative, that I can be expressive, that I can serve, that I can hold space. Like I have to do my own thing. And that's what I've always desired in my life. And I'm like, where does that come from? What is that? Pride? Is that selfish? Is that like why is that a bad thing? And it frustrated me because what's coming to my mind right now is that there's a scripture, and many of you guys are Christians. I grew up Christian, so I know the Bible. But there's a scripture that talks about that God will give you the desires of your heart. And when I dissect that, when I really look at that scripture, I was taught and it was preached that God will, if you're faithful, in the word and you're doing the right things and you have a desire in your heart, then God will provide that desire to the faithful, right? Is that how you guys picked it up too? Excuse me. And I'm still coming down off of this health challenge that I had the last couple of weeks. So I'm grateful for the health germs that are uprooting the unhealthy germs. But anyway, get distracted again. But how I always heard it preached is that God will give us, me, you, the desires of our hearts. Meaning that if I stay faithful, if I continue to do the things that I'm asked to do and uphold integrity and righteousness, then God will give me the desires of my heart. So if my desire was to be free, to be a creator, to be an entrepreneur, to be filthy rich, to be whatever it is, God's going to give me that because I've showed myself faithful. Here's another twist on that. Another angle to look at that. Another angle to look at that is that God will give me the desires of my heart. Meaning I don't have a desire in my heart until God gives it to me. Have you ever looked at it that way? Like it is a blank slate. No desires are in my heart until God gives me the desire in my heart. And then I get to go through life pursuing and doing the things to achieve that desire, to manifest that desire. And I think that's what we talk about when we talk about what is my purpose. What is my purpose in life? Well, your purpose in life, I feel, is to discover the desires in your heart that were given to you by the divine. Discover the desires in your heart that were given to you by the divine, and you are absolutely in your purpose. That's the pursuit of happiness. That's living out purpose. Is discovering the desires that were given to you. So really, that's the message I have. Short and sweet, is that God will give you the desires of your heart. So pretend you are beginning again, and there's a blank slate, and you come to this all-knowing, powerful, divine energy with nothing in your heart, and you stand there in the presence of the divine, arms wide open, surrendering and saying, give me the desires of my heart. And I feel like those desires will be placed in your heart. And I think like this is something that's happened probably before the manifestation of our physical, reality. I think this is what happened before, you won the sperm race. This was already decided. Before I came into form, he knew me. Meaning he knew me by knowing the desires in my heart, meaning therefore I will come here and discover the desires of my heart. Let me know what y'all think about that, because it's a different take on it, different angle, but I love to know how y'all feel about that. Love you, and now you can do about it. So here's part two. I wanna continue on that desires of the heart thing. And I look at my life and I ask myself, why would I ever desire to serve others, unconditionally love others? Why would I make that my desire to actually hold space and be whatever is needed for someone else to feel better? Not even on some not even on any level. I really enjoy seeing others do well. Why? And I have a desire to participate and to make way for them to have an easeful life. Why would I make that my desire in my heart? Why would I spend my life, pursuing the life of others so that they can be happy? Like I would have never, when I look at it right now, I don't think I would have ever thought to desire a life of servant leadership. So that further proves to me that I didn't have this desire. God placed the desire for me to be a servant leader in my heart. It was placed there. So I came here to be a servant leader and spent my life discovering, oh, I'm a servant leader. Like, I can't get away from helping someone. I get abused, I get misused, I get mistreated, I get rejected, I get abandoned, I get neglected, I get overlooked, overseen, overshadowed. Like all the things, guys, like all the things you can imagine a bully doing to an individual. I have experienced it. I haven't experienced the physical beatdowns, and I think there's a reason for that. Like, I haven't experienced like violence on me. And there's several reasons for that, I believe. I think I'm really protected. And I think others are pretty protected as well. Like you have to be covered and protected to I was gonna say to come for me, but I think it's because I don't discern whether it's anyway, let me just let that go. I want to get in that energy. But I think it's something to be said that I think I've experienced all the attacks that were non-physical, because I think physical attacks can resort to physical attacks. And what I feel like humanity has learned is that, we can fight, we can kill each other, and we will still reproduce. Like, humans are not going to stop being reproduced. So if you take me out, now you got to deal with those connected with me and who love me, who are gonna now go try to take you out, and those connected with you, and it's a cycle. And I think I came here, the desire that was in my heart was that God placed in my heart was to come here and demonstrate that I can live a life, a person can live a life without the abuse, without projecting, without attacking others physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, without being a bully. Like, I've never done any of those things. None of my intentions ever in life were to harm another individual. And I didn't know how rare that was. I'm still challenged with seeing with realizing how rare that is. That I have no desire to have power over someone else. And it's so fascinating because I've experienced what that feels like. Like I've had the experiences and the feeling of what what it feels like to have control and power and to dominate something or someone, like to call orders and call shots. Like I know that feeling. And even in being in those positions, handling it with integrity and with care, it was almost as if like I wasn't good at the position, because it's like society has built this appearance that if you're a leader, then you have to be a badass, authoritative, kicking ass leader, and not taking anything from anyone. And it was like, for me, I felt like, wow, if I'm in a position of leadership, then I want to actually be a transformational leader. You know what I mean? I want to know whoever it is I'm leading, what they can be leading for the team to win, basically. I want to know what you're great at and what you're passionate about, and let's form that and make it work for the team. That's the kind of leader I am. And so I didn't realize that the expectation was to be this authoritative leader, dictator. And so it's just I'm just baffled at the fact that, you know, I'm here, and all my life I've just wanted to help, and serve, but also be seen, you know, and I had to do that without the attacks. I had to do that with softness and with integrity and righteousness. I didn't understand. A lot of this is because I was naive and I really believed what Jesus said in the Bible, that I will do greater things than he did. And for some reason I believed that. And I was after um wondering what that was. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. I just wanted to share that. And that feels good. Really releasing how I see purpose, how I see myself, and how I show up. So maybe there'll be a part 3 to this, but right now I'm spent. Love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Yay!